This is the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova.
Oh, yes. We're not going to have quite as much Taylor today, but it's still going to be present, Jack.
And hey, if you do have any thoughts or feedback on us speaking about Taylor, please slide into our DMs at the Chrissy Swan Show because there are already some great ones for Chrissy's correspondence on Friday.
Oh, God, aren't there? Aren't there? And I am ready for it. Are you ready for it? Do you have tickets for the Sydney shows this weekend and you're wondering what to wear? I did see an article yesterday where somebody had put up on eBay with a starting price of $500, mind you, the free lighting bracelets that you get if you go to the concert.
Hey, I didn't score one of those. Where did I go wrong? When did they get handed to you?
I may have had yours. I may have had yours, and I hope it's
Right.
okay with you because
it's so fine.
I just think $500 is ridiculous. I've got yours and I've got mine,
Right.
and I'm going to give them away. I'm going to give them away right now. It's like a glorified boot loot.
Okay.
I've opened up my boot and I've cleared out some stuff. I've also brought in, if you've got nothing to wear, I've brought in my red heart glasses.
Swanee, are you sure you want to give those away?
Yes, I do. I do. It's so important and they're very hard to find.
Okay, 13, 24, 10, jump on the line. So you're giving away the red heart glasses. We're giving
Yes.
away 2 of the Taylor light-up bracelets.
Yes, I'm giving away this amazing Patriots footy jersey with
Yep.
Swift and number 13 on the back. I'm also giving away
Wow.
a white T-shirt with a lot going on at the moment. That's a small. And look how many friendship bracelets I've
What?
got. I've got so many.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I am giving away stuff that I found in my boot that is Taylor Swift.
Now, before we cross to our callers,
Influenced.
I have 2 questions. The friendship bracelets, how do you have that many? Did you and Peg make them or
Yes,
did you buy them?
Me and Peg made them and we bought them.
Because there's like over 100 in that Ziploc
There's
bag.
easily 100. And I'm not going to give one person all of these. I'm going to divvy them up.
Okay.
You
And
know,
then
because we're not going to be greedy.
my second question is that, or just I want to make sure you know that those Taylor Swift light-up bracelets don't light up anymore.
They don't light up anymore. They don't. They absolutely don't. But they've still got Taylor Swift on them and, you
Yeah.
know, whatever. People are charging $500 on eBay for them and that is outrageous. I've got 2. I've got yours, Jack. You missed the entire show.
Never even put it on.
And if it's okay with you, I'm going to be giving them away. Joe, what would you like?
Anything really.
I love
no,
it.
we need to be more specific here, Joe.
So my daughter and I were meant to go to the Sunday night show, but she got COVID. Yeah. So
Joe!
No, I know. So we gave the tickets. We gave the tickets to a friend, and she promised to buy her some merch, but everything sold out.
Oh, my God.
The little heart is breaking. So really, anything, we are just grateful for anything, really.
I feel like
I'm
we
sorry.
start.
I am absolutely devastated for you, Joe.
Oh, yeah, I know, and it's just one of those things, I guess. Life lesson, yeah.
I mean, also, I don't know who got your tickets, but the merch had absolutely not sold out.
Oh no, shut up! No, sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Well, I ran out at 9:30 and I bought a hoodie for my daughter. And they were still going. So you've got to ask some questions, Joe. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you some amazing friendship bracelets and my condolences. That is.
Oh no, that would be so fantastic.
Oh my God! All right, I'll get them sent to you. Thanks,
If I was
Jojo.
Joe, I would have been like, mate, forget you have COVID for 6 hours. Let's just get into that arena.
That sounds so terrible, but I agree.
Like,
I would have wrapped myself in a garbage
Yeah.
bag and put 2 little holes and just gone, everybody stay away from me, but I'm not missing this opportunity.
I agree.
I don't care who I take down.
Full Naomi Campbell.
Full Naomi Campbell. Melissa, what would you like, my darling?
Oh, just some bracelets, please.
All right, I've just put some aside for you. Look, I'm getting little piles here. They're on their way, Melissa. Sarah, what would you like?
Oh, I'd love the Chiefs jersey. That'd be amazing.
Well, it is not the Chiefs jersey. It's the Patriots that she wore last tour. It's the navy one with the 13 in the front. And I wore it to Sunday night's show, so it still smells like me and my excitement and my maternal pride. And I'm going to put that in a post pack for you.
Oh, thanks so much. That's amazing.
And it's like
guys.
roomy and comfortable, and it doesn't get that funny smell that these things get. You're going to love it.
And let's finish with Melissa Swanee, who is in Botany in Sydney and is going to the show this weekend.
Oh, my God, Melissa, what night have you got tickets for?
I've got nosebleed seats on Friday night and I cannot wait, but I've got nothing. So
You've got nothing.
anything.
All right.
Anything would be great.
I'm going through my little Ziploc bag. Don't tell my daughter because I stole these out of her bedroom while she was at school. I'm going to send you all the friendship bracelets that you require.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I've invited Tom in for this segment. Hello, Tom.
Good afternoon.
State, you are our new producer, and I keep on promising to have you formally introduced
Yeah, I
to
reckon
our
this is
listeners.
maybe the fifth time.
I know. We've got to work that in. Jack, write a note to someone. You.
You're known by now.
Yeah,
we talk to you a lot.
Yeah.
I don't need
So,
an intro.
State your age.
26,
Actually-
nearly 27,
State the year that you were born.
1997.
Oh, my God. And
we're
you,
different.
Jack?
1996.
Okay. Amazing. I just can't believe that I know you because I was born in 1844.
Right.
And one of my favourite things to do is to shock young people. I live with 3 of them. I gave birth to them. They live in my house. And I love to shock them with things from my childhood, the olden days, that they cannot believe existed. Their favourite thing up until last night was the phone call situation, the landline situation, where if you wanted to call a friend, you had to speak to their parents first.
Yes.
That, hey, take home a little tip for you. If you want to shock anyone under the age of 30, talk them through that process because it is horrific.
It was so scary.
So scary.
Now that I was at our age, we experienced that. We
You
used to have to deal with
experienced that. My
Yeah.
kids haven't, and it is fresh hell. It was fresh hell then, and even in hindsight. Because I always tell my kids, you're living in the best time of the world, of civilization. Don't let anybody tell you differently. All right?
People try to, though. People try to say, oh, the 80s were better. They were the best days.
They were not. They were boring and dull. And, you know, I love it today. I love today.
Yeah, it's
I
lit.
love online shopping. I love Google. I love Uber Eats. I love all that information. I love all of it. Lucky, lucky kids. I want to introduce you to a concept called billeting. 13 24 10, I am taking your calls if you were ever billeted or you have a story about billeting. Do either of you young whippersnappers know what billeting is?
The first time I'd heard it was when you said it on air last week when we were talking about the Taylor Swift being in town and how we should have hosted like a school sort of camp for
Yes.
listeners. And you said we could have billeted them or
Right.
something.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
take that and then I'll explain it further. It is a term that refers to sort of a military term and a school term. That's where billeting happens. It happened to me and I've done a lot of therapy to get through it. So I can talk about it today. It is fresh hell. All right. For starters, there was a school trip when I was 15 from Melbourne to regional Queensland. And we met at our sister school on, you know, a Saturday, flew up on TAA or Ansett or something. And then we were separated, like those horrific adoption stories, flew up with a few friends from school, and then we were separated and taken to another family's house, strangers, in the suburbs of Brisbane, all separated, right? And I was with, I can't even remember the family, but can you imagine the fresh hell of arriving in a city with your friends for a fun time and then having to go and live at someone else's house on a weird little bed and eat their food? That's billeting.
How is that meant to be beneficial to you as students? Is it learning? Is it like family swap, learning how other families live or learning about other cultures? Like, what was the point? School camp is enough.
Can I be honest? I cannot see the point apart from trauma and torture. Like these days, my son's going on a school trip. They're staying in a hotel.
Yeah.
All together.
Slay.
Are they?
Yeah, they're staying in a
Wow.
hotel. Yeah, yeah. And this is not a fancy school. That is correct.
And-
that's what we should have done.
May I ask, what year did billeting finish? Because I feel like I haven't heard about it. Tom's not
I've
heard
never
about
heard
it.
of it in my life.
Can you imagine?
never.
It would be like, you know, you going on a school trip when you're performing arts capacity.
Yeah.
Going to Brisbane and going to live with a family that you've never met.
And they've never been a part of performing arts at all, and they're all sport kids.
Well, no, it's not quite that fresh hell, but maybe somebody that went to the sister school of the performing arts. But you don't know that child.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova, and we're talking about billeting, also known as fresh hell. It was something that happened in the olden days when you went on a school trip to an interstate area. And usually it's a school thing or a military thing. It's that you arrive in a foreign city and you have to stay with a family.
I mean, how awful. I hated school camp. That school camp sounds like a holiday compared to this.
Correct. I did it once in Brisbane and I barely left the room. It was horrific. Narelle, can you believe it occurred?
Hi, yes. We used to do it all the time
Why?
because it was free, so your parents didn't have to pay for accommodation for you.
But what about
and
you?
You were generally young. Like, we were young, but the thing is, we used to go on, like, sporting trips. So the places we would stay would also have kids who were playing the sport as well.
I know, how awful. Kids that you didn't know and you had to live in their room and eat off their plates and use their bathroom.
But when we were younger, we liked other kids.
Oh, see, I didn't.
We made friends and we
No.
played with other kids.
Oh, so this is
Maybe it's me.
just me.
I'm the problem. It's me.
As usual. Oh, no, it's me.
Yeah, I think it is.
Normal people love this idea.
Narelle, we're going to send you a Priceline voucher. Let's go to Mel.
Mel.
Hi. So I grew up in Mullumbimby in northern New South Wales.
You
Yes.
mates with Iggy Azalea?
And we would always have a sporting week that was referred to as Jival. And it was when 1 year we would go to Armidale and have like 3 or 4 days of sport. Or the next year, Armidale school kids from Jival school in Armidale would come to Mullumbimby. And it was a great sporting week. And though I was never good enough to be in a team to get sent away to Armidale, my sister was, and we would billet people from Armidale in our home.
So you'd host them?
Yes. And it was great because everyone was really excited about the sporting competitions that would happen. You know, softball and hockey, and it all culminated in a really big rugby league game.
Oh,
The passion, Mel.
but Mel, you didn't know these people and they didn't know you, and there was no mobile phones, so you couldn't like call someone and say, "Get me out of here."
But we weren't as scared back then.
Oh, I was.
No, we weren't anxious. We were just getting out there, doing your do.
Oh, Mel, I'm so envious of how normal you are. I've just realised it's me.
Yeah, it's fully you. Priceline pharmacy voucher for Mel. Let's just finish with Joe. Let's see if Joe thinks billeting's great.
Joe, is billeting great or is it fresh hell like I always thought it was?
I had some really good experiences, but then I also had some not very good experiences.
What? You're a multiple billeter? I did it once and would rather die.
No, well, I went away for a netball tour to England, and we went to so many different places around England, and we were billeted out there.
Did you have a friend with you, Joe, or were you on your own?
It was the whole school. Oh, no, I was only billeted on my own. But, yeah, but
oh, God. It's like an episode of Long Lost Family.
Tell us a bad experience.
So in one place, they had this huge German Shepherd, and he came into my room at night, and I was on my own in the room, and he then jumped on my bed, and it just smelled like wet dog, and I couldn't get him off, and then I couldn't lock the door, so I couldn't stop him from coming back in.
Oh, Joe, I would have pressed charges.
Could have been mauled to death.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Hey, Priceline Sister Club members. Don't forget, when you shop at Priceline, there is more to love as a Sister Club member. Every point gets you closer to a $5 reward. Scan your card in store or log in online and start shopping.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show. Chrissy's Clickbait.
Kylie Minogue and Billie Eilish. I mean, name a more iconic duo, I'll wait.
Right? I love that these two are sort of in a headline together.
I do too. And the footage, we tried to get the audio, but you couldn't really hear it. But they look very cozy, very comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, my vibe is that there might be a collab soon. That's all I'm saying.
You know how much I love both Billie and Kylie, but I just don't know if I can hear them together in a song.
But that's what makes it exciting.
Do you think?
Yes.
Kylie did sing live at the People's Choice Awards and killed
And we
it.
do have that audio. God, it's a great song.
It's still a tune.
I just love her so much. I'm so happy for her. But Billie Eilish is in a spot of bother because somebody recorded their little conversation, Kylie and Billie Eilish. And Billie she said, I can't believe there are so many TikTokers here.
I mean, it's so annoying for her that the video picked up that audio because usually they don't and people try and lip read what they're saying, but when you hear it and see it, you can see that she's shading the TikTokers.
I don't know if she is. Anyway, the TikTokers did take offence, and one of them that was in attendance at the People's Choice Awards had this to say to Billie Eilish.
I'm just going to address this clip of Billie Eilish being disgusted that TikTokers were at the People's Choice. Billie Eilish, I am so sorry that I didn't acknowledge your greatness and bow down to you, being another human being. People's Choice invited us, personally, so hate on them.
So this is my take on it. I don't think she was disgusted. I think she was surprised.
Okay. No, I'll agree with that. I do think the fact she covered her mouth to whisper to Kylie makes it seem like she was trying to throw shade because she didn't want people to see what she was saying because she went like that.
Yeah, I know, because, you know, I get that too, but like imagine if, I don't know, I just put myself in that situation, and if I go to something and nobody's told me
that a heap of TikTokers are there.
Yeah, like if it's a radio awards, for example, I assume that there's lots of radio people there, and there's not, then I would say, oh my God, I'm so surprised.
Yeah,
that,
okay.
You know, that there's so many butchers here.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think Billie Eilish is a mean person.
No.
And she knows how important social media support is.
Especially for artists like her with What Was I Made For being used a million times on TikTok. Yeah.
Exactly. I just feel like let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Now, moving on to our Queen and Saviour, Taylor Swift. When I was there at the show, for some reason, everyone started screaming. And I was like, why? She hadn't come out on stage yet. Why is everyone screaming? What am I missing? And I'm looking around like a crazy meerkat. Could not see it. Turns out, article in today's paper, she arrives via a cleaning cart. So people that knew that already saw the cleaning cart coming through the audience and lost their mind because they knew that our Queen and Saviour. Yes. So this is a community service announcement for anyone that's got tickets for the upcoming Sydney shows. There's 4 of them. My God. Keep your eyes peeled for the cleaning cart because Taylor Swift is within.
With the cleaning cart, you might not remember when it went past or seen it in this video, but do they still have security around it, or do they peel back the security so it's not obvious?
They do have some. They have 2. They had 2 or maybe 3.
Which is not as many as usual because, like, I've seen footage of her dad walking around the stadium. There's like 10 dudes surrounding him.
I know, because people would just mob him.
Right?
Mob.
I spotted her publicist.
Yeah.
When we were at the MCG.
Did you? Why didn't you tell me?
I should have told you.
You got to tell me these things. I don't know. I mean, I was off my...
You were
out of my mind.
Losing your mind with Montel crying in the corner. She wasn't even on stage yet.
And also, let me tell you, I still haven't had a drink in over 3 years. That was me, high on life.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's give away a bum bag.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Hi, Gemma.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Ignore that. It was clickbait. We're tricking.
Oh, I played the wrong opener. Good
That's
job,
all right.
Jack.
We're tricking. We really do have a bum bag for you, and you are in Quizzy. We still haven't recovered from Taylor Swift on the weekend, Gemma, so forgive us.
No, that's okay. There was my sister who took a little bit of a tumble and a slide when she was working at the MCG.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Over nothing. She fell over nothing.
Did she have to be carried out?
No, she didn't, but she did say that she laid there just for a minute because she didn't know what she should be doing.
Oh, God.
It was on the tarmac, like in between like the sitting bit and the front standing bit.
Oh, good Lord. But there's
So the whole
no
area.
way she's leaving that gig. I mean, her leg could have come off and she would have stayed 100%.
Yeah, well, when she went to Stevie Nicks, she fell over and broke her finger and stayed the whole time.
She's my spirit animals, Stevie and Taylor. All right, Amber, you are the worthy adversary. Are we ready to go, girls?
I'm ready.
Your name is your buzzer. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game. Question number 1. We met 2 new couples on Married at First Sight last night. Can you name one of them?
Amber.
Yes, Amber.
Madeline and Ash.
Yes. We're going to be talking about them next. What's your vibe?
It's going to be interesting to watch.
It is going to be interesting to watch. A great understatement. Question number 2. Which animal is known as the king of the jungle?
Lion.
Gemma.
Amber.
Gemma got in first with your name.
Lion?
Yes, it is a lion. That's 1 apiece. Question number 3. 31 years ago today, Whitney Houston released this song.
Away from me.
Oh, God, it was just about to do a massive key change. What is that song called?
Ladies. She just said
Gemma.
it. Yes, Gemma.
Yes, Gemma.
Oh, my God.
I have nothing.
If I don't have you?
No, guys, it's called I Have Nothing.
Oh, damn it.
Wow. 1 point to Amber, 1 point to Gemma. Question number 4.
The way in which Taylor Swift entered the MCG has been...
Gemma.
Yes, Gemma.
In a cart.
Yes.
Oh my God, I've had a mind blank. Yeah.
In a cleaning cart, correct. That's
Yeah,
2
that's what I was
points.
thinking of.
Next one for the win, Gemma. The Lunar New Year celebrated this month marked the start of the year of which creature in the Chinese... Yes, Amber.
Dragon.
Correct. That's 2 apiece.
Question number 6 for the win.
If I were to place an order at Domino's, what type of food would I be ordering?
Amber.
Gemma.
Yes, Amber.
Pizza, pasta.
Yes,
Chicken
generally
balls
pizza,
now.
but my God, those little chicken pops are delicious.
Oh, no. Oh, and the lava cake, sorry.
Yes, and the lava cake. It's legendary.
What's the lava cake?
It's like a chocolate cake, hot, and then inside is oozing chocolate.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're going to talk Married at First Sight. Don't switch off because I haven't watched a scrap of it and I'm still in. How does this show do it?
I think it's the Instagram videos. They know what to post and you get hooked on the reels and you feel like you've got to know them.
That's all you need to do.
Right.
That's all you need to do. So last night we were introduced to 2 new couples. The one we're going to be talking about is Madeline and Ash.
Yeah.
Madeline is I'm going to say a very outgoing woman and she is a psychic medium.
Yes.
Now, Jack, you've had an interaction with her. I'm going to save that until we introduce her to people that have not watched last night's episode. First of all, this is how she got her gift.
Yeah, so I didn't always have it at all. When my grandfather passed away, that's when it came in really strong. Straight away, I was getting like visions. And then, I started to audibly hear.
So you audibly hear things?
I do, yeah. It's like I'll get psychic downloads from my guides.
I'm not sure that's how the gift works. I think you're born with it, aren't you?
Yeah, and like psychic downloads, the way she speaks of it as if it's just like a photo file.
I know.
Get a download.
I mean, imagine that. Because did you know that there are different sort of styles of mediums? So clairvoyant is you see things. The voyant, the French.
Is that the difference?
Yeah, so she's actually clairaudible.
Yeah, okay.
That is actually a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're not
clairaudible.
seeing things, you're just hearing.
She hears. Imagine how terrifying that would be. Hello.
Creepy as. What did Jackie Gillies have on The Real Housewives of Melbourne? Because she was always talking about the angels. Were the angels chatting to her, or were
What
they?
did she have? Too much tequila, I'm guessing. I don't know. All right. Question. Grab number 2 is the man that she married at first sight seems to be, and this is judgmental, seems to be an odd match for her, and things were not going well until he started to talk about the oogity boogity stuff.
I'll wait till I take away from last night. creepy stuff.
What?
Yeah, like just when I was sleeping, like, I thought there was like something over me.
Really?
She's loving this now.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
Ghosts.
crazy. It's super weird. The house is probably haunted, I don't know.
I love that.
Yeah, I bet you do.
That is like sweet nothings to a medium.
Serious.
He would have had no idea that he was talking her language when he said that he thinks the house was haunted that he was staying in.
She was so excited. She looked like she was about to start flying.
Agreed. I like a ring wraith.
Yeah.
And then she really loosened up at the ceremony.
I wish there was music. Like, God damn it! Like, what? I'm so ready to have fun with you all. I'm so ready to party. Like, we should party. Can we party yet? And know this. Love conquers all.
Cheers, babe.
The day has been great.
The day has been great. Now, he's an old school romantic. How is he going to go having a relationship with a clairvoyant? Now, you have met this woman. Tell me.
In the middle of last year, I was at my local pub, the Mount Erica here in Melbourne, and she was on the table behind me, and she just approached the table and came up to me. And I don't know if she'd sort of seen me in Melbourne through other work stuff. I don't know.
So she's from Melbourne?
She's from Melbourne, and she said, I just needed to interrupt this to introduce myself. I'm Madeline. I know who you are, and you've come up in 2 of my readings this year. And I was like, is this chick having me on? And I was looking around at my mates, like, having a laugh. I was like, right. And I was like, can you tell me what came up and who you were giving these readings to? Did I know them? And she said, no, you didn't know them, but you just came up twice. And I said, right. And what was it in regard to?
How do you come up in someone's reading who you don't know?
And she's never met me. And she said it was to do with relationships and that it was bad, so she wouldn't tell me. And that's how we left the conversation.
That is the most annoying exchange I've ever heard. I want stories.
Same. And she proceeded to give 2 of my other friends readings there at the pub. She was just giving readings. Good? No. I mean, I don't believe in any of it, so...
Yeah, I know you don't.
But imagine dating a psychic.
That is the question. And, you know, I think maybe Ash will be okay because if you believe in haunted houses, there is a chance that you believe that people do have this gift. What would happen if you had a relationship with someone and you didn't believe it? Or you did believe it?
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are hooked on Married at First Sight. Jack watches the episodes. I watch whatever they post on socials and I love it. That's enough for me. Last night we met a new couple. God, I've already forgotten her name.
Madeline and
Ash. Jack, just replay for people that weren't listening to the previous segment how she got her gift.
Yeah, so I didn't always have it at all. When my grandfather passed away, that's when it came in really strong. Straight away, I was getting like visions. And then, I started to audibly hear.
So you audibly hear things?
I do, yeah. It's like I'll get psychic downloads from my guides.
We do wonder what it would be like to be in a relationship with a psychic.
13 24 10 if you've ever dated a psychic or been with a medium. I want to know if they give you readings. Like, what's it like?
What is it like?
Ash, who Madeline has been matched with, I think will sort of give into it and
I
be
think
about
so
it.
too. He seems very open-minded and flexible, which I think you would have to be. We are joined by the Wizard. Hello, the Wizard.
Hello, how are you, dear?
Now, have you had long-term relationships, the Wizard? You have the gift.
I've had long-term relationships, but I got my gift when I was about 12 in the outback of New South Wales.
Normally it happens when you're a child, isn't that right?
That's correct. And I was very close to my great-great-grandmother, who was Aboriginal.
Mm.
And I walked into a shop, and a lady in the shop said, "Oh, look at all the people behind you." And I thought, I'm the only one in the bloody shop. What are you talking about?
Wow.
And then I put it into practice in a 21st birthday party at King's Cross. We all walked out of the club, and I walked out and went wide for some reason. I was told to, through my spiritual, and I went around the building. About 5 or 6 of the mates followed me. 3 went along the footpath and they were stabbed.
The Wizard. Now, in your relationships, has your gift been a problem?
Never.
Is that because the people that you were with were believers?
No, it's because when you meet someone, you get to know them. And I read tarot cards for over 25 women at a time.
What
do you mean by that, the wizard?
Well, I have dinners and I have outings and I bring the bus loads down and I read their tarot cards. And in that thing there, by doing that, I get more and more in tune with them, and I can pick which ones are there.
Wizard, is this a cheeky way to do a bit of speed dating, the whiz?
No. I lost my partner a couple of years ago, and I'm not about to get on the horse yet. It still takes a bit of time.
Now, I've got another question for you, the whiz. I'm not 100% sure if I believe in this stuff or not. I want to. Sorry, Jason Donovan just walked past. Anyway, how can tarot cards say anything? They're just a pack of cards.
No, they're not just a pack of cards. When you drop a card and you're reading it, you get a feeling. I've got to be in a zone to do it. And when I do it, I've been told, I'm 95 to 97% accurate.
Wow. Now, the wizard, you say you've got to be in the zone to do these tarot card readings.
Yes.
What do you do
I have to
get in the zone?
I have to feel my grandmother present.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you ever have, say, 25 of these ladies around you and you don't feel like you can get in the zone or have your grandmother present, do you have to send them home?
No, never. I read their cards and there's people that ring me for weeks after and maybe a couple of days after and they'll say, you're right.
That was so... I could talk to you for hours. We're going to have to let you go, the whiz, because we've got to play some music and stuff. But before I go, next time your grandmother's around, can you just get the vibes on Travis and Taylor and whether it's going to be real?
The Chrissy Swan Show.
But let's talk tooth fairies.
Chrissy's clickbait.
We're talking tooth fairies and Taylor Swift in this little clickbait. We'll do Taylor Swift first. If you have snagged last-minute tickets, because the ones for Sydney went on sale, very last ones, last week, you may not have had time to get an outfit together. As veterans of the Eras Tour, you and I, Jack, here is all you need. Pick your era and go in that colour.
Spot on.
So if you're a reputation person, just wear black. You'll be fine. You can also wear a red dress if red's your era. Blue for 1989. You will be embraced no matter what you wear.
And also just smile at a fellow Swiftie walking through the stadium and they will hand you a friendship bracelet or 3.
Correct.
That
is really all you need.
Yeah.
Is the friendship bracelets.
I looked the part.
And I'm going to be giving them away. I'm going to give my stash because I had way too many. It was sort of like, I over-prepared on that front.
You reckon? That Ziploc bag is ridiculous.
I've got hundreds of them, I'm going to say. And blood, sweat and tears. I do that every Halloween too, you know?
Do you?
Do you know that I do that?
No.
It's the saddest thing, and I'll never learn. I buy lots and lots of chocolates, and I wait by the door, and not one person rings my doorbell.
That is so sad. Because people know any other day if they ring your doorbell, they get yelled at and told to get off the compound. Run away! Get away out of my house!
Who goes there? Who goes there? No, isn't that sad? It's great for my kids, though, because then I've got heaps and heaps of Halloween treats.
Yeah, that is
and
good.
They go, good.
Yum.
We're going to eat all that. Anyway, look, I'm sad, lonely old lady. Tooth Fairy is moving with the times, guys.
Why?
Tooth Fairy does not anymore just give a coin, apparently. Back in my day, I was lucky to get an orange. An orange left for me by the Tooth Fairy.
What's an orange?
We didn't have any money, but they just left me an orange.
Have you turned into the wizard from the segment before?
I mean, I'm going to miss the wizard every day of my life.
I want you and the wizard to go on a date. Swan and the Wiz. It's a new radio show. Sorry.
Swan and the Wiz.
Back to the Tooth Fairy. Wait, what do you mean left an orange? Like as in the fruit?
Yeah. That's, sad old people do that sort of thing. But,
How awful.
$2 was fine.
Yeah, that's what I would get.
50 cents. Did you used to get $2?
A gold coin, yeah.
I thought you were richer than that.
I know. Cheers, Mum and Dad.
No, but now you get all sorts of things. Designer jewelry, $100 bill. That is ridiculous. Having said that, The Tooth Fairy has had to move with times and locations on occasion and has been known, when my kids might have been travelling and a tooth fell out, they may have got US dollars. In very large denominations.
Okay, you have to tell me what the Tooth Fairy gave one of your children in the States. The fact the Tooth Fairy found your kids in the States is impressive, so tell me what they gave.
A $50 US bill. A US bill.
And was that for one
That was all the Tooth Fairy had in the wallet.
That for one of their last
No, it was just
baby teeth?
No, it was just a normal tooth.
So what happened when they returned to Melbourne and the Tooth Fairy had to come by again? Would they
Well,
be expecting large amounts, I would imagine?
Weirdly, I don't know what is going on. There's a bit of Wolf of Wall Street about our Tooth Fairy because one tooth got $50 US and then the next tooth was forgotten about 4 days in a row.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.